and apps. In this tutorial, we would look at how coding is a skill that can open doors to numerous opportunities in the tech industry. In this presentation, we will explore how a beginner can start coding or making applications. Coding can use various types of coding language, such as basic syntax, variables and types, loops, and common algorithms, and the list goes on and on as seen on the screen. It has become the backbone of many industries, including finance, healthcare, and entertainment. Companies are actively seeking programmers, and a degree is not necessarily needed. There are free websites with tutorials for learners such as young as 13 years old, using programming language such as JavaScript, exposing teenagers to block building and programming language and syntax can lead to a variety of opportunities such as software development, data analysis, and cybersecurity. The demand for these jobs can be very competitive. Let's use an hour of code in Microsoft Arcade. First, you launch the game you want to make, and it gives you instructions of how to make the code for an arcade game. So after you sign in, you will see the introduction. Let's make a game. First, we'll plop a shark into the vast ocean, and then we'll make it move. So using the box on the left-hand side, it tells you from the screen category, drop the set background color. So we're going to do that exact same thing from the scene category. So we have a range of options here. We're going to use the screen, click on it, set the background color here, and it tells you you're going to choose the background. Since it's sharks in water, we're going to set it to blue, and we're going to put that in the set block. And then you click the next arrow. And if you look at the screen at the bottom, you will see that your Android app will have that blue background. Next, set my sprite to sprite. So we're going to go again to the drop-down menu here, sprite, and we are going to choose player. So here we have two options. Set my sprite to sprite. We already have that kind of player. So we're going to add that in. And this is what it looks like. Let's choose our background again, blue. So now the app around the app will be blue. When we finish, we click that. And if you look here, you will see that as well happening in the screen at the bottom. We could change our player to projectile, food, enemy. We're going to leave it as player right now. Next. It also says click the gray box and toggle to choose shark. So I'm going to do that. And you have to play up with it a little bit as you go along. So my assets, shark, done. Let's go next. Now we take a look at the game, and as we see around where the toggle buttons are, it's blue. We have the shark appearing, and we can click, and it does nothing now because we just set out the background color and the shark. Check the game. Open the game window to take a look at the scene you've just set up. When you're ready to click next, move on. So we're going to check the game window, which is here, and we could take a look at it. We can toggle it. We could launch it in full screen, and this is what it looks like. And we could minimize it. Let's go back. Next. So this actual code tells us how to make an app using the blocks. Now, next, we're going to drag the Move My Sprite with buttons. So we're going to go here, Sprite, move my sprite at the bottom of the unstart. So move my sprite with buttons. So I'm going to go through each one to find that. So it's in controller, and they use the red color to match the red color. So if you have issues, you just go back and try it, and then you add on the block. And we're going to move my sprite with buttons. We have that here, and then to the bottom of the unstart block, which is this one. Next. Look at the game window and try moving your shark around using the joypad or arrow keys. So we're moving it around, and he goes off the screen, and we don't see him. Let's see how we can fix that. Next, we're going to set my sprite, stay in the screen. So sprite, set my sprite to stay on the screen. I'm going to use that, drop that, and then unstart. And now we can actually see him not leave the screen. Next. Take a look at your game window and move your shark around. We just did that. Now that you have a shark, you can click done to head back to your skill map and prepare to add your fish to the game. So we can click done, and we see our shark moving around here. And that's just one part of the game needed. The next part of the skill map, we'd go on, and this code allows you to do each section and open each lock. So you add fishes, you add the game until you reach the end, and you can view it, you can restart it, you can share it, you can save to your projects. This is a great tutorial to start learning coding and mapping. Let's practice with an hour of code.